I'm reminded of a story I read from a book by Obi Ray Rogers. The book is entitled On the Other Side of Yes and Understanding the Power of Agreement. You know, sometimes we have to just shut up. People sometimes say, oh, that is just the most horrible thing to say to somebody. But sometimes we need to say, shut up to ourselves. She was sharing how she remembered a friend she had that was dating a former boyfriend. And the day she met him resulted in one of the most unusual circumstances of God speaking to her. And she said they were sitting in the living room having one of those getting to know you conversations. And then the subject of children came up. And she said she discovered that he had a daughter who he was estranged from because she had 2 children out of wedlock by 2 different men. He went on and on about how inappropriate that was and why he didn't have anything to do with his daughter. Now, what was interesting to me about this dialogue was that my friend was an unmarried woman, same exact situation, with 2 children by 2 different men. After several minutes of listening to all the nonsense that was being spouted, she had heard enough. She actually opened her mouth to point out the obvious double standard of his statement. But before the words could even begin to form, she said she clearly heard the Holy Spirit say, shut up. How many of you have ever heard the Holy Spirit tell you to just shut up? And sometimes that's the hardest thing. And she said that when God told her to shut up, it was in capital letters with an exclamation point. She said she had never heard God speak in such a forceful way. If either of the 2 people in the room had been looking at her instead of each other, she said they would have literally seen her mouth snap shut. And because she couldn't imagine what she looked like, she said she sit there and she started to chuckle. And then they, of course, they looked at her and they could not imagine what was so funny to her. But she said she couldn't tell them. So later that evening, she said she asked God why he had done that, and he told me. She said he had to grab her attention. Yes, God said he had to grab her attention before she said something that would have destroyed the relationship with her friend. God assured her he would take care of things. And she said a month later, her friend's relationship became more serious. And she said she was able to talk with her about what had happened. She said she confessed that she had picked up on the same vibe that she had. So the 2 friends were in agreement. And she said her friend picked up on the vibe that she had and couldn't figure out his statement since he knew that she also had 2 children. At the time, they continued to date. Time went on. She was able to speak with her future husband about it, which resulted in the relationship with his daughter getting better. The moral of this story is that the creator of the universe, yes, God, Abba Father, yes, creator of the universe, doesn't really need our help to get things done. Sometimes you just have to shut up so that God can work things out the way he wants to without our butting in. I know the children of Israel will probably agree.